Welcome back, everyone. We have 15 seconds to the market open here on Thursday. Welcome to the on time, on target play of the day. You have three screens in front of you on the TD Ameritrade ThinkPipes platform. I'll explain those one by one. They are all 1 minute charts. We have the market off to the left. Here's the opening bell. Nice and loud to wake everybody up. Market is open. There you can see how the futures are in the green and trending higher. Our long for the day is Eli Lilly out with Alzheimer's news, and then our short of the day is this Rite Aid play. It's already down 13%, but I really kind of like that as far as a short today. So that's where I'm going to focus my efforts. Eli Lilly's kind of tough at this 235. Remember, we looked at the last chart was 217, so it's up 8.5%. It meets our criteria, but I just don't know that it can continue to power another 2, 3, 4% higher that we need to make our trade. As far as Rite Aid, again, you can see, well, I already zoomed out of it. Ooh, this is good. It's backing up here. This is profit taking. So let's get ready for our entry. 1825 is the high of the day. That puts our entry. Nope, it's 1835 now. This is good. Man, it's going to be tough to catch that. Okay, we're going to have to take this at 1810 with a 30-cent stop. So grab it here, 1810. 30-cent stop covering 1840 at the top of the day. So we get that drawn in there. Again, this is a short, less than perfect chart, but that was good how far it spiked up. Again, that short covering, that's what we're looking for, so we can get that nice entry point there. So again, 1810 short, 30 cent is the stop, which is bigger than I wanted, but that's what you get when things flop around like this. 1780 is going to be your 1 hour point. 1750 is going to be your 2 hour point. Get that drawn in there. Then your exit's going to be down at 1720. So let's zoom out if I can do this. I don't think I can. Might be able to manipulate it here to be able to get a little better look at this chart. Here we go. All right, zoom out here a little bit so you can see it hasn't been down at that 1750 level, let alone the 1720. So it's going to be the who's buying this today, but I should be able to get this drawn in here, down at 1720 for the exit. Okay, now we can focus back in. So to recap where we are in the trade, we got in at 1810. It keeps bouncing that 1810. You can still take this if you like it. It's a 30-cent stop, bigger than we wanted. But the forecast here is that it drops down to at least the 1 hour, probably hangs out in the 1 to 2 hour point and then leaks off throughout the day. So I don't think it'll hit the 3 hour drop here while we're talking, but I do think it continues to sell off throughout the day. Okay, so that's our trade. Again, in at 1810. If you take it later here, you're going to have to adjust your math a little bit. Okay, let's take a look at some other names. So you have Lilly still up 8%. Let's look at Biogen, see how hard it sold off. See, here's where it was pre-market. That's at down, we had it at 8% as we were looking at earlier. Now it's only down 5%. So again, even though it met our criteria, a very tough, super strong company to try to short into. Our other short out there was DQ, which I'm not familiar with. Chinese firm. Let's see what the name of it is. Oh, I won't even slaughter that, but DAQ. Oh, Daiko? Don't know. New energy company. It's an ADR, obviously, since you see it's a Chinese firm. This is our short. Let's see. U.S. restricted imports of this company over labor concerns. So it was down pretty significantly, but has kind of popped from them. So that would not have worked this morning as well. And what was on fire yesterday? Luckin, you know it. Let's see if Luckin's getting love today. Up a couple pennies. Still hasn't come back up to that 9 level, which I'd be more comfortable if it was above 9 for sure. All right, and then Apple, we talked about, got that analyst call today. Those generally don't move, literally don't move anything. And indeed, it has not moved today, so 0.3% to the upside. It was actually up higher earlier. So, all right. So we're in the trade. We're up in R. We'll check back with that here in a minute. Hey, good morning, everyone. It is the following morning after the trade from yesterday. We had in RAD short. It never did hit either stop, but it did close out the day here at the 1740 range. So just to recap and conclude the trade, we entered the trade up here at 1810. Pretty aggressive entry in the first minute. Excuse me, in the second minute, first couple minutes. We set that upper bound above the high of the day, and then we just watched it leak off all day. The max point it got down here at 1728. Remember, our exit was supposed to be 1720, but if you simply set the upper and lower parameters all day, you ended up with, even though it backed up here a little bit midday, never got even close to our entry point. So closing it out for a two and change R trade. So that's what I have for you. Have a good one.